Hey everybody, it's Ruby with Ruby's Lighthouse Tarot. Thank you so much for being here. I have a message for the collective. Before we start pulling cards, I did receive an image from Spirit, and it's of someone climbing through a window trying to escape through a bathroom window. It's like somebody who they are trying to literally escape through the bathroom window. Like they asked to use the restroom in your house and they go in and they try to climb out through the window. So this is somebody who's trying to escape or has tried to escape, or you could be the person trying to escape something. So let's get more on this for you guys, okay? I'm feeling like this is definitely love related, so I'm going to go ahead and pull this deck. This deck. Actually, I have a couple here that are sitting on another deck, so I'm going to add those back in. All right. Let's see what this is about. Somebody's trying to escape. Somebody who felt inadequate. They felt completely overwhelmed by you, by this relationship. And then I have restoring balance. Remember, guys, this is a combined deck. So I just threw a couple decks together so they don't all look the same. But that one says resolution, harmony, stability, balance is being restored. So what I'm seeing on the bottom here is reassembling ruins. So this person did escape in the past. They felt like they were overwhelmed by your energy, by the situation. They weren't able to keep themselves balanced. They weren't able to keep the relationship balanced. They just might have gotten to a point where they noped out. Okay, they're like, nope. All right, so they're just like climbing out the bathroom window, and all of a sudden you're like, where did you go? And then they're like, gone, right? And you're like, what's going on here? I don't understand, because I thought everything was going fine. I thought everything was going well, and then you're just disappearing out of nowhere. So I don't think this person really gave you any kind of closure either. From shattered pieces, gather strength to rebuild what was once broken. So boy, oh boy, can you imagine how difficult of an energy that would be to escape something in that kind of way, giving no closure to the other person, and then they're having to come back because they, like they're showing me the inadequate card where, and something just fell on the floor, so I'll probably have to pick that up too, because I'm really curious right now. But it's like inadequate, and then it's crossed out, and it's like, they're like, no, because I can do this. I know I can. I really want to restore balance with the collective. See what this says. La 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 la. Celestial grace. Oh, this is you guys. They're hoping that you're going to give them grace. Okay, it says in special moments feel the blessed touch of the divine guiding your path. So they know that this dynamic, this relationship with you is worth it somehow. It's worth coming back with their tail between their legs and saying they're sorry, and saying that, telling the truth. That takes so much bravery to do. Like, I have so much respect for that, because we all make mistakes. We all have, no matter when it was in our lives, we've all been in a situation where we have, my guy just told me taking the chicken exit. That was me. When I was little, I was afraid of roller coasters. I was really afraid of them. I mean, I was really little, like 8 or 9 years old, and I would go to the amusement park with my cousins. They were all older, and then I'd get all the way up to the top of, or front of the line, which would take like an hour, and we would go to Worlds of Fun, because I'm from the Midwest originally, and we get all the way to the front, and then I'd be like, nope, now that I'm here, nope, can't do it. And I would run out the chicken exit, and then I'd have to wait sheepishly while everybody else went on the ride. I would have to sit there, and I would usually cry because I'd be angry at myself. Because deep down, I knew I really wanted to go on the ride, but I couldn't do it. I was just, I wanted to. I felt the energy. I felt the vibe. I wanted to experience something new, but then I just couldn't do it in the end. When it came down to acting, it was too much for me. And I was like, no, I'm not ready. But then when I got to the right place, I started loving roller coasters and I would go on them all the time, right? So you just have to be in the right emotional place to meet a very big energy. Sometimes it's just too much, and sometimes it's not the right timing, and that's why we have that divine timing. But this person's hoping that you're going to give them grace. They want to rebalance things. They want to restore this balance and have a resolution and harmony with you. Okay, so I'll put this over here. Let's see how both of you are showing up. I think this person wants to come through first. This person's like chomping at the bit now. They're like, ugh! Like I can just feel it's like the energy right before you run on what is it, like walk on hot coals or whatever it is. You're like, yeah. You're like just like jacking themselves up, revving themselves up. Like, I can do this. This is the time. I'm going to take this chance. I'm going to do it now. They're just getting themselves all jacked up. So which one? Looks like this one. I'm getting more than one though. Okay. So I'm going to take this one too because it keeps talking to me. Okay. I was going for one, but I guess Spirit's saying no, 3. Fine. So the Dancer is about moving. These are very, very opposite energies here. I guess that's why they're showing them to me together, why they came out together. Okay, so let's see what we notice here. First of all, they're facing each other, right? This is somebody who is all about loyalty, honor, integrity, selfless service, a guardian of nations. Somebody who's very hard, like on the outside. Somebody who was probably raised with a certain specific mindset. And then they're moving into this energy here because this is what is required to go with the flow. Weaver of grace, movement, harmony, rhythm, and passion, which is the energy I think you have and require in order to be in your energy here. So it was like, how is this? This is a square peg in a round hole. It just doesn't work, right? So they had to change the way that they viewed things, okay? But they want to, and they're going to, and they are. Because now they're coming in as the hunter. So this is what I'm talking about. They're coming towards you. They have a strategy. They're in pursuit. And they're taking aim. And also this card reminds me of Sagittarius, okay? Because we have the bow and arrow here. So, but he's got his eye on you, or she has her eye on you. Either way. They're very determined. The energy is very hyped up. So this person's in the shadows, but they're watching. And they're pursuing. And they're strategizing. Okay. And how are you showing up? And I am feeling a very masculine energy off of them. All 3 of those came out as masculine energies. So flip and reverse roles as necessary. Okay. What about you over here, collective? How are you showing up right now? How do they see you? How do they see you? A civil servant. Guardian of the public good, a public official, administrative duty, and public administration, and a bard. Okay, so that's that Dancer type energy. All right, so I feel like you're leading others, you're there for other people, you're inspiring the collective energy. I kind of see this card as like a collective energy. So doing good for the good of all. Guardian, you're a guardian of the public good, but you're doing it in this way that is so unique. Something that is new, uniquely you. So it could just be the people around you in your life, the way that you're moving through life, the way that you're telling your story, the way that you're implementing everything that you have learned, the way that you're telling your story. There's something very important about that this person really either in the past or currently has a lot of respect for. Like, I feel like they feel like you have something very genuine and inspiring to other people. Okay. And they also do view you as this celestial, graceful energy. But either way, you're influencing others. Okay. Alrighty. So let's get some tarot. Let's do it. Look, I'm picking this up and the Knight of Swords is on the bottom. Okay, so again, like I said, their energy is very quickly moving toward you. This person is in pursuit. They're interested in restoring the balance. It's like they're preparing. I'm seeing somebody putting on their armor. Like they're getting ready to take this leap towards you. Okay. Let's get a card overall for this restoring balance, please. Let's get a card overall for the restoring balance. Thank you. 3 of coin. And another one came out. Queen of Swords. You have your armor on too, my friend. You do. You do. Or they feel like you do. Okay? I think that when they noped out, you guys were in the middle of building something together. You felt like you were. You felt like you were in the beginning stages. I mean, this has a lot of work yet to be done, but this is supposed to be people working together, and they left you by yourself. And you're left there with your pentacles you're working on, and you're just like, where did you go? Right? And so there is something graceful about you. You are doing things for others. You're in a position of respect to other people. You are a guardian of the public good. Queen of Swords is often somebody who is like a lawyer, an official of some sort, a boss. Even if you're a parent, you're like leading. The Queen of Swords has also been through a lot of things in their lives. Okay. So that's why this is the overall card here, because you're going to require that restoration of balance. Because the Queen of Swords has seen some things, man. She's seen some things. Okay, whether you're a man or a woman. She's seen some things. She's been through a lot. And you have this really nice balance energy of knowing when to pick up your sword and make decisive decisions for everybody, for yourself, for the other people in your life. You have that pentacle energy here of building something, capability of building things on your own, or you have for yourself. And you also are speaking your truth. I'm having like air come up my throat, which is very much about the throat chakra, something needing to be said, something needing to come through. And this Bard energy is exactly that. So you have this beautiful balance of celestial grace, ability to lead, using your past to help make discerning choices in your life that are good for everyone. And you just, like, I'm seeing this person being like, looking at you and just be like, oh yeah, that's exactly what I want. That's exactly what I want. This is what I want. Sorry, I just hit the mic. That's exactly what I want. I want somebody who can make these decisions. Look at that. What a woman. That's what I'm hearing. What a woman. What a woman. Okay. All right. But, you're not just going to allow somebody who doesn't have their heart chakra open, right? So that's what the problem was before. The heart chakra and the throat chakra were blocked. And that's not the case for you. Your throat chakra is very much there as the Queen of Swords. Okay. All right, so why is this happening? Why is this happening now? Page of Cups, because the wheel is a turning, baby. The wheel is a turning. The Wheel of Fortune is here. Spirit is guiding this person to come apologize. Oh my God, look at this. I can't. Okay. So we have the Wheel, the King of Swords, who is the match to the Queen. All right, that's a couple. We have them both here, and the Justice card. So Justice can represent making something official. It can represent making something right, but it's energetically guided. So Spirit is behind this to allow this person to come back in your matched energy and to make this apology that needs to happen in order for that to happen. They need to show up in that energy. So Spirit has been like, it's like Spirit, when they left you by yourself, the work didn't end. This person noped out, but this is Spirit continuing to work on them. I'm seeing Spirit coming in and being like, picking up this hammer and chiseling into this individual. So whatever this is about, it is leading to this restoring of balance, the karmic energy changing. So with the Wheel, it will turn in your favor if you've done the work, okay? It's going to turn in your favor. And this person has had heavy karma, okay? So whatever that's for, they have had to deal with some heavy karmic, results for what happened, because you could have just felt like this person left and there was like nothing that they ended up having to deal with. You were like, oh, they took the chicken exit. They took the chicken exit. But no, there was a lot that they went through. Spirit put them through the wash machine, is what I just heard. They went through the spin cycle. Okay. So it has changed them and shaped them and molded them from that soldier energy into the dancer. And they're showing back up. So King and Queen of Swords are often people who have had a relationship together already. They're divorced or they're broken up or whatever it is. It didn't end well. And they're not really a romantic couple, but yet they are still a match. And what better justice would it be, right, to come back together having learned and grown individually. But Spirit's not going to allow things to happen the way that they did in the past. So what does Spirit want to say about this? What does Spirit want to say about this? Okay. I'm trying to balance and they fell. 9 of Wands, Death, and Queen of Wands. Yeah, Spirit put them through the wash machine, the spin cycle. That's exactly what I'm saying. While you're there rebuilding yourself, it put you both into this energy of death and rebirth. Okay. It was hard on you both. That's why you guys are both coming out as King and Queen of Swords here. It put you through a lot. There was, so you see here with the wheel in this depiction, the wheel is here. This person is crouched over it because they're literally being put through the spin cycle. Yeah. It was a lot on you both. It put you through a lot. There was a lot of pain, burden, feeling very, very alone. The white rose is here. Right? This person's mask did not keep them safe. It led them through. Okay? It led them through and it turned you into not only the Queen of Swords, but the Queen of Wands, who is like the Phoenix rising. Okay? And so that's why Spirit wanted to come through here and tell you that, I think, because Spirit is letting you know that this was for a purpose for you as well. Maybe even more so than this other person. Okay? It doesn't always feel that way, right? Here we go with the Ace of Wands. So underneath, this is all about relighting that match. Relighting that match after. So you have the 9 and the 1 together that come together to make the 10. So then we're moving forward. Okay? On the split, we have the Sun. Yes. Okay. Potential blocks. Ooh, the Devil is on the split. Yeah. Yep. I don't know how this person could possibly come back. Yeah, 2 of Cups in the Wheel. The Wheel is in charge. The Wheel is 100% in charge. And this person can't really deny that. They're coming back with this love offer. It is destined. It is real. This partnership is here to stay. They don't have a choice to try to fight the Wheel. So it would be if you didn't learn your lesson and you didn't accept this gift that Spirit was giving you, then the Wheel would turn in the opposite way. And I don't think this person wants to be run through a second spin cycle. But that's what Spirit is basically saying here. Okay, so where are we going next? And I might pull a couple messages for you guys here. Let's get those. See if I can find that specific message deck they're telling me to use. There it is. All right. Where are we going next? Where are we going next with the situation, please, for the collective? Where are we going next? 8 of Coin. So this is working diligently on something. This person knows they can't just come toward you and have made no tangible progress. So they're going to be like, well, I would look at all these coins that are on the shelf here, and this guy's like studying. And so they're going to be coming back towards you and be like, well, I just want you to know that I did all of this studying and reading up on this. This is why I did what I did. And there was these other things that were happening in my life. And I've done all of this work on myself in the meantime, because I realized that what I did wasn't right. And, you know, it's like Spirit is, as they put this person through the spin cycle, they had to take accountability. And I don't know if this is going to resonate for everyone, but I was hearing the 10 steps, like, so AA, but it's not in the same way of like somebody being an addict. It's not an addiction necessarily to drugs or alcohol or anything else like that, but they had to work through the steps in the same way. And part of the steps in AA is about talking to the people that you have wronged. That's one of the steps. I don't remember which number it is, but you have to go and make amends to the people that you have harmed in the past in order to be able to fully move forward from that. And so they're also telling me that I'm hearing sponsor. Okay, so they have somebody who is helping them. Maybe they're going to a counselor, or they're doing something else that's helping them work through that. So let's see what this wounding is here real quick. And then we'll get some messages. I want to see kind of like what they're going to tell you they worked on. Their crown chakra. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about with the Dancer energy. Okay. This will show up as a sense of disconnection from the divine, spiritual confusion, or feeling purposeless, leaving you cut off from universal wisdom. It may manifest as cynicism, lack of faith, or difficulty finding meaning and inner peace. That is why they noped out, part of why. And underneath we have the fear of success. So the fear of success is in the underneath energy, which is 5D, what we don't really see. So it's in the ethers. It's in the subconscious. Okay, so this blocked crown chakra, lack of faith and cynicism, I feel like this person has been studying up on that now, because they recognize that this was about a fear of success. Self-sabotage, procrastination, or unconscious resistance to stepping into your full potential. It may manifest as a fear of responsibilities, expectations, or changes that success might bring, often stemming from beliefs that you are not worthy of success, or that achieving your goals will lead to unwanted attention, isolation, or pressure. That's what I'm saying, people. Okay? They've worked through the steps here, understood where this came from. They have been in the depths, guys. They've been in the depths here. So they have seen their karma. They have felt their karma. Okay. And they're trying to, it's like they're working through the chakras as they're doing their stuff. So that's what my guys are telling me right now. And it's like getting to this place where we're moving to the crown chakra. So instead of being cut off from this universal wisdom, they're manifesting this wisdom through now. Okay. So I'm also hearing Kundalini. So that could be another awakening that this person is having. So let's get these message cards. Let's get these message cards. Okay. On the split, I hide my true desires for you. And I'm afraid of getting too serious. I have been hurt before. That's what came out. That's what this whole thing's about. That's why they're running through the window. They're escaping. They're like crawling down the fire escape of like a third floor story. Okay. Yeah. That's why you're Queen of Swords. That's why you're Queen of Wands. Those are the two most masculine energies that are the queens to me. Because of the suits that they're in, but also because of what they have been through. They've been through the ringer. Okay. I wish you would knock on my door, but they know that it's them that has to do it. But this is that energy here of the suffering. They missed you. Okay. Anything else? I fell in love. The truth comes out. I fell in love the moment I saw you. I hope our paths will cross again in the future. Well, they're finding your path. They're tracking your scent and they're coming towards you. Okay. I'm always here for you. So they're not going to leave this time. That's why Spirit is showing this to me. Because this is real. They are going to show up. They're going to change. They're going to meet you as this King of Swords. They're going to bring in this justice because it is what was always meant to happen. It was always the path. It was always the soul contract between both of you. All right. So that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for being here, liking, sharing, subscribing, all the good things for me. Please leave a comment and I will see you on the next video. Thanks so much, Collective. Bye.